What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Masters Fantasy Podcast, brought to you by mastersfantasyfootballleagues.com. My name's Jonathan. Joining me today, Dynasty Owl. In case you guys didn't notice, no Doc, feeling a little under the weather. So he'll be back.
Doxy and the Docs, yeah.
Doxy and the Doc. So he'll be back with us next week. Going to be doing another Dynasty Waiver Wire show. Like I said, man, this is the time of the year that, you got to be looking ahead. Contract situations are going to change. Roles are going to change within teams. That happens every single year in the rookie drafts. Guys end up being second and third round picks, all because guys didn't do their homework and pick these guys up a little early. We're here to help you with that. Kick it over to Dynasty Owl, Dynasty Waiver Wire, man. Who are you looking at picking up, to have next year or for whatever reason? Floor's all yours.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So this guy, I kind of hinted at it at the start of the last one where I talked about, the Minnesota Vikings, Kenny Nwangwu. This guy, he's on the season-ending IR out of Tennessee. It's Darrynton Evans. So we all know right now Dontrell Hilliard kind of setting the world on fire. And, us Browns fans, we know Dontrell real well. He was with Cleveland for a little bit. And I liked Dontrell in Cleveland. But the truth is, I think, very similar to Darrynton Evans. And I think Darrynton's a better player. So Hilliard's not scaring me. But we know the big obstacle in front of both of them is Derrick Henry when healthy. We know Derrick Henry as the king of fantasy football, absolute workhorse. But I don't know if you big Rocky Balboa fan.
Oh, yeah.
You seen the Rocky movies? All right. So what, finally seeing him get hurt reminded me in Rocky 4, Rocky's fighting Drago. When he cuts Drago in the eye and he starts bleeding, like all of a sudden he was human after that. So that's kind of what Derrick Henry's little injury this year, like all of a sudden, the beast is human and, he can miss some games. He can go down. He's not going to be the superhuman running back forever. So, this year that opened the door for Adrian Peterson for a second, Dontrell Hilliard now, and Deontay Foreman some. And yeah, we think Henry's probably going to be back late this year, especially for the Titans playoff push. But to me, I don't know. I just think this is the start of probably a long history of injuries, maybe for the rest of Derrick Henry's career. I don't want to, wish that upon him, but we see it a lot with these running backs once they get past age 26, 27. Once one injury happens, we tend to see a lot more. He's got a big contract too, which I think helps them not bring in more competition running back, because it was just a year ago they drafted Darrynton Evans in the third round. That's a pretty decent investment in a backup running back when you already have a guy you're paying, over $16 million a year, I believe, in average value. But yeah, Darrynton Evans out of Appalachian State. I feel like we've talked about him on our show a lot. It's not a ton more to add.
That's what I was just thinking about. Darrynton Evans, man, we've been talking about him for quite some time. Kind of waiting for his opportunity. Unfortunately, when Derrick Henry went down, he wasn't available.
Right.
But I'm right with you on that. And as you were talking about the injury with Derrick Henry and how that kind of snowballs, the first thing come to my mind is Christian McCaffrey this year.
Right.
A guy that's kind of been an Iron Man. You could start him every week. Obviously injured last year. He's missed a ton of the season this year, nagging injuries. It's tough. And I've always worried about that with Derrick Henry, man. He's a big dude, a big physical runner. Something I didn't realize, years and years ago, like I kind of looked at like Todd Gurley, and I couldn't understand how a guy, would get back on the field and just be a shell of himself. Then I really started thinking about it. Like, imagine Derrick Henry and he starts to run, but he's protecting that foot a little bit.
Right.
So, trying not to get hit on that side of his body. All of that stuff's going to hurt his production long term. And I do think Derrick Henry will be back. All of us are hopeful. But if he's not, there's going to be a role for Darrynton Evans.
Absolutely.
I promise you, if Henry doesn't come back 100%, or even if he does, somebody will probably be drafting Darrynton Evans in your rookie draft next year. Might as well get ahead of it and go ahead and pick the guy up now, stash him, and probably worth at least a second round pick. I'll just add this too. I think next year, backup running backs should be a lot easier to sell. After the year that we just had.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking pretty much on any of my teams, if I got a Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, you offer me his backup for something decent, I'll probably go ahead and pull the trigger. And that's always been the case, but this season it's kind of amplified. Just running backs are dropping everywhere. So I think it's a great call, Dynasty Owl.
Yep.
So go out, see if Darrynton Evans is on your waiver wire. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, love for you to come be a part of the Masters family. Any last words, Dynasty Owl?
That's all I got. Thanks for listening,
My
guys.
man, appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yeah.